Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and really get to the heart of the big topics shaping things. Today, we're jumping into something I find genuinely fascinating, this paradox around artificial intelligence. For ages, the big story has been AI taking jobs, right? That fear. But what if? What if the actual flaws in AI are creating new kinds of work, especially for human creativity and skill? We're focusing on generative AI today, the kind that, makes text, images, code.
Exactly. And that's the mission for this deep dive, really, to explore how these shortcomings in Gen AI are actually driving up demand for real human expertise. We've looked at a bunch of articles, some new research, and importantly, talked to freelancers who are right in the middle of it.
Yeah, hearing directly from them.
And you should expect some surprises today, maybe a few aha moments. We're not just listing AI fails. We want to dig into why these gaps matter, where human talent really makes the difference, and how it's reshaping work in, well, pretty empowering ways, actually.
Okay, so let's tackle that core idea straight away, this paradox. AI, the job taker, versus, well, something else. Because some freelancers are finding more work, specifically because AI often messes things up.
It's a real twist.
Take Lisa Carson. She's a graphic designer over in Spain. The very tech people thought would kill her job. It's keeping her super busy. She spends her time fixing, as she puts it, botched attempts at AI logos.
Yeah, and it's not subtle stuff she's fixing. The issues are pretty common in AI design right now. Things like unclean lines, text that just makes no sense in context.
Or a nonsensical.
Yeah, or pixelation when you try to actually use the logo, make it bigger, and just inconsistent styling all over the place. These aren't small things. They look unprofessional, the AI generates, but it doesn't understand the point of a logo.
So her fix process, it's more than just technical tweaks.
Oh, absolutely. It really needs that human element. Partly it's empathy. Understanding the client's frustration because they tried AI and it failed. But it's also high-level redesign skills to get something actually usable, professional. She mentioned clients either know AI isn't perfect or they come to her angry because they couldn't make it work themselves. That anger, that frustration, it's a big driver.
That really highlights the human connection side, not just the skill. But this points to something bigger than just design flaws, doesn't it? This sort of systemic issue with generative AI. Its inability to really learn.
Yeah, that's a huge point. And it makes you wonder about the long-term use cases for some of these tools. The stats are, well, pretty stark, actually. Get this. 95% of businesses trying out generative AI in pilots, they're getting zero return on investment. Zero ROI.
95%. Wow.
Yeah. And a core reason, most Gen AI systems basically have 0% learning capability. They don't remember feedback. They don't improve from use. They don't get smarter when you correct them.
They just make the same mistakes again.
Pretty much. An MIT report put it bluntly. The main barrier to scaling isn't tech or rules or talent. It's learning. It's fundamental.
That 0% learning, it's kind of mind-blowing. So their usefulness is inherently limited then. They can't improve, especially where accuracy and, I guess, authenticity matter. Which brings us to her writing.
Right.
We heard from Keisha Richardson, a writer in Georgia. She says half her work now is fixing or totally rewriting AI articles, like an AI cleanup crew.
Exactly. And you can often tell it's AI writing. There's a kind of signature. Keisha mentioned things like overuse of M-dashes. You see that a lot. And a weird bias toward certain words like embark, deep dive, delve. Funny for our show, I know. But more than that, the responses are just generic. They don't fully answer the question like a person would. It's incomplete.
Superficial.
Yeah, exactly. The end result, Keisha said, is content that don't look remotely human at all.
That's a clear difference. Our understanding of language, nuance, context.
Yeah.
It's still way beyond the machines. Which leads us back to the value of the human touch, especially in creative work.
Absolutely. When AI falls short, our distinct qualities, nuance, real understanding, original thought, they become even more valuable. It's not just touch. It's our ability for context, emotional connection, genuine ideas. AI mimics. It doesn't originate with feeling or intent. It doesn't get the world. It just processes data about it.
And here's where it gets really interesting regarding jobs. You'd think freelance creative work might dip, but the data shows the opposite. Platforms like Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, they're seeing a surge in demand for humans who can work with AI.
A real surge.
Fiverr even reported this Fiverr boost, a 250% jump in niche design tasks in just 6 months. That's huge.
Yeah, and it's not just any tasks. It's specific stuff needing human insight. Things like content strategy that needs deep audience understanding, creative art direction that's about vision, taste. Watercolor children's book illustration needs style, warmth, imagination. Shopify website design blending looks with how people use it. And tellingly emotionally engaging content. AI struggles with genuine emotion. These are human skills.
And people notice when it's not human. There's a backlash against purely AI stuff. Matt Berry, CEO of Freelancer, had that great analogy.
Oh, the love letter one.
Yeah. Fastest way to get dumped is to send a love letter
Right.
using ChatGPT. He says the same for brands. People want authenticity. Remember that Guess ad with the AI model?
Yeah.
It caused an outcry. People can often tell, and they don't like feeling, well, fooled.
That recognition factor is key. Todd Van Linde, an illustrator, comic artist, he said he spots AI art easily, calls it a plasticine effect, looks formulaic. He even said,
What was it?
I can look at a piece and not only tell that it's AI, I can tell you what descriptor they used to generate it.
Wow, he can reverse engineer the prompt.
Apparently. It shows how predictable it can be. It lacks that real spark, that understanding of light and texture. It's pattern matching, not deep comprehension.
And it's the same in writing, too, isn't it? Like with authors. Independent authors specifically avoid AI because it just can't nail that hyper-specific vibe of their story. They need their unique voice.
Exactly. That authenticity is crucial. A generic AI voice just doesn't cut it for creative work that needs personality.
Okay, so this AI fixing niche sounds promising, but there's a catch, right? The money side, the payment reality. Companies think fixing AI is easier, so they offer less pay.
That's often the perception, yeah. But is it actually easier? Keisha Richardson, the writer, strongly disagrees. She says making AI sound human takes just as much creativity as writing from scratch. Maybe more.
More? Why more?
Because you're fighting the AI's weird habits, its limits. It's not just editing. It's often a total rewrite, translating machine talk into something natural. That takes serious brain power.
Which explains why Todd Van Linde, the illustrator, just avoids those fixing jobs now.
Yeah.
He said it takes more work to fix bad AI art than to just create it properly himself.
Right. You're trying to salvage something fundamentally flawed.
And clients, he said, don't want to pay fairly. They're trying to wedge the square peg into the round hole because they don't want to spend any more money. So the cheap AI attempt ends up costing more effort, maybe more money in the long run.
It's a pattern we see in coding, too. It's remarkably similar. Harsh Mumar, a developer in India, sees this a lot. Clients invest big in these vibe coding tools.
Vibe coding.
Yeah, like quick fix AI assistants or visual tools that promise easy solutions but just don't deliver reliable results. So they end up with broken systems, wasted money, and needing a human expert to fix the mess.
And what kind of messes are we talking about?
Serious stuff. Kumar mentioned fixing AI chatbots giving totally wrong answers.
Ouch.
Recommendation systems that just crashed completely. Even major security holes exposing sensitive data. These aren't little bugs, they're critical failures needing expert human problem-solving, deep system knowledge. AI isn't there yet.
So it really needs that human oversight and intervention.
Definitely. Which brings us back to Kumar's point, a really profound one. AI may increase productivity, but it can't fully replace humans. And crucially, at the end of the day, humans were the ones who developed AI. We built it, we need to guide it, fix it.
It's a partnership, maybe, but humans are still very much in the driver's seat when things get complex.
And Keisha Richardson's advice is just so practical for everyone right now. That's all you can do is learn and adapt.
Learn and adapt. That seems to be the key takeaway. So let's wrap this up. What we've seen today is that AI's flaws, its inherent limitations, aren't necessarily killing human jobs across the board. Instead, they're creating this new landscape where our creativity, our critical thinking, our uniquely human skills are becoming even more valuable.
Absolutely. AI is great for boosting productivity, automating the boring stuff, but it hits a wall with nuance, empathy, real learning, that distinct human touch. These gaps aren't weaknesses for us, they're opportunities, spaces where human talent can really shine and find new value. Machines process, humans understand and create meaning.
It's definitely dynamic time disruption, but also creation. So the final thought we want to leave you with today is this. As AI keeps evolving, how do we as people, as a society, adapt our skills? How do we redefine human work to use AI's strengths, but protect our unique contributions? What new ways of working together, human and AI, will emerge as we keep learning from what AI can't do? Lots to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us today.